Oh, hey, I thought you were at work.
I just had an interesting chat with Paul.
About what?
How you went to him for help with Robbo. Paul Robinson, that's who you went to.
Robbo was asking for a lot of money. I went to Paul for a loan.
Instead of your own father?
I didn't want to put you in an awkward position. If I told you, you would have made it a police matter. And Robbo would have sent the tape live in a second.
You don't know that's what I would have done.
Dad, what else would you have done? Break the law again to protect your family? Or risk ruining your career and getting sent to jail? It was better that I left you out of it.
Because your judgment's been so good in the past.
What's happened now?
Coming.
Well done. Sounds great.
I hope you don't expect to get paid for those backing vocals.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Neither could your #1 fan do.
Have I told you how amazing I think you are?
It doesn't hurt to hear it again.
Well, why don't you come home and let me show you?
Oh, because I have another night shift later on.
Another one? You serious?
Yeah.
Well, can you really, do all these gigs on top of your nursing?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Look, something's got to give, right? I don't want it to be us spending time together.
No, it won't be. How about I come round to yours as soon as I finish in the morning?
Well, you won't be too tired.
To spend time with my beautiful boyfriend? Of course not. Will you pack up for me?
All right.
Love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up and out early.
Yeah, assignment due today.
Why are you still finishing it if it's due today?
Well, I feel that things have happened this week.
Yeah, I hadn't forgotten. You know, I think this punishment might be good for you in the end. No, I'm serious. What with the trials and your tough schedule at the pool, not to mention Amber, you know, I've been really worried about you falling behind your studies. So I think this will be a good chance for you to catch up.
Yeah, that'll totally make up for not seeing my girlfriend. I should get to school.
Yeah, we'll straight there and straight back afterwards.
Yeah. If our parents see us together, we're dead.
Yeah, I know, but we've got a shift together at the radio station this morning anyway. Plus, I really need to know what you were going to say yesterday.
I was just going to say, let's forget that ever happened.
Really? You're not angry?
No, I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. But I understand. I mean, Robbo messed with us all, even me.
So we can start over?
Of course we can.
Hey guys, isn't there supposed to be like a Josh and Amber band on at the moment?
Yeah, we ran into each other on the way to the radio station.
Yeah, it's not our fault this street is so small.
Yeah. Now see, I wonder if Mum and Dad will see it like that.
Please don't say anything.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to be nice if you're nice in return.
I've got no pocket money left.
There is $10,000 of Jack Lasseter's treasure still out there, undiscovered. You know, and if someone were to give me a clue...
Jack never told us the answer to the last part. You're just going to have to figure this clue out on your own. That's what Jack wanted.
Wait, Jack Lasseter. And that's it.
I don't know if I'm up for doing the treasure hunts, you know? My dad just went to jail. Josie's still not talking to me.
Yeah, all of which is exactly why you need to have some fun.
Fine, I'm in.
Now, are you sure George is going to be here?
Yeah, she always gets a coffee on her way home from the night shift.
Yeah, well, let's hope Jack told her where he hid the treasure.
There she is.
Hi, strong long plans.
Busy night saving lives?
You know, what you do is amazing.
Yeah, society doesn't value our nurses enough.
They're angels without wings, really.
Do you guys want something?
Sheila told us about what you did for the old guy, you know, Jack Lasseter.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Heroic even.
Definitely medal-worthy.
Yeah, not that you do it for the medals, which just makes it even more deserving of one.
Well, I just did my job.
Well, I mean, you must have been freaked out. He's so lucky you were there.
I suppose so.
Which was where, exactly?
Charlie's.
What was he doing at Charlie's that made him collapse?
I don't know. He just got there. He said he'd been out walking by the history wall. Maybe he'd overdone it. Why are you guys so interested?
Well, you know, he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, well, we better get back to school, you know, got to expand the brain. Life lessons, honest and true. The history wall makes perfect sense.
It's time to get rich. Say hello to the widescreen 3D TV with surround sound.
Cutting a bit fine, aren't you, boys?
Yeah, well, you know, we have 3 periods first up.
No, you don't. Off you go.
Lunchtime. We do it at lunchtime.
You are a woman of your word, and I love you for it.
What word?
You said you'd come over after work, and here you are.
Yeah, right. Here I am. Oh, yum.
Babe, that's OJ, not coffee.
I'm such an idiot.
No harm done. I'll get you another one.
Oh, love, you look like Lou Carpenter after lunch. Get some sleep.
She's right, you know. You look dead on your feet.
I'm here for you, to be romantic.
And I love you for saying that, but I think your snoring might kill the mood.
You rotten devils! Get out! Get out! You want to get out of here? Are you listening to me?
Oh, how did Chop get in?
I don't know. Look, isn't it obvious that blasted sheep of Karl Kennedy's has just trashed the place like it's a 70s rock star? And by the look of this, his pig has got in as well. Oh, that bucket of bacon. Oh, not my nose.
Looks like they pushed through the fence.
Where's Karl Kennedy? Go! Move! Get out! Go! Get...
I think you've done a pretty fair job of beating that into submission. You okay, old son?
Never better.
No? Because you're giving a pretty fair impression of someone who's not. Mason told me what happened.
I've stuffed up my fair share in life, I'll be the first to admit it. But I really thought Mason and me were getting back on track.
You are.
Then tell me why you went to Paul Robinson when things went pear-shaped. I mean, I've turned myself inside out to show him he can trust me, and the first sign of trouble, he goes back to what he's always done. Lying, half-truths. I thought we were supposed to be past all that.
I think you're reading too much into it, mate. The boy needed cash. Around here, that means Paul.
Sure, it's easy to explain it all away. But the bottom line is Mason and me are just as distant as we were in Mount Isa. Perhaps we always will be.
Who's going to claim the prize?
Here it is again. Stroll past the place where babies lay, over to the park where no one will play. Walk to the stepping stones laid out for you and face our life lessons said honest and true. Step to your left to the eternal cold tree. Look for its roots and therein lies the key.
And here's some thinking music to help you work it out. Mrs. Kennedy, hi.
Hi, that's sounding really good.
Thanks.
Phil and Sandy are on their way to take over and then straight back to school, okay? In the meantime, keep up the good work.
Straight back to school. And then we won't get to spend time with each other for another 2 weeks.
Maybe, maybe not.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there's a way to make some more time.
There. See? Look what they've done.
Gee, I can understand you being upset, but you can't blame Lenny and Chop.
I don't. I blame you.
Right, look, my animals would never do this.
I saw your sheep standing right on that spot. Don't play innocent with me, Karl Kennedy. You are the only person silly enough in this street to turn his backyard into Noah's Ark. And the only question that remains now is how you're going to pay for the damages, by cheque or electronic transfer.
You're going to pay?
Yes.
As in money?
Yes.
Maybe they wouldn't have broken in here if you kept your compost covered.
Leave my uncovered compost out of this. And don't get me started on the noise those blasted chickens make day and night. It would be kinder to man, beast and feathered friend if you made alternate arrangements.
Those animals are family.
No, they're pests, Karl. And if you can't take proper care of them, it's high time you got rid of them. Or I may be forced to ring the council.
I spoke to your dad.
And?
And I reckon he's going through a bumpy ride with this Amber business.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one. It wasn't easy for any of us.
Sure. But there is the fact he is your dad, and he was left out of the loop.
It was messed up. But it's over now. We need to move on.
Mason, you know it's not that simple.
All right, well, what do you want me to do about it?
Cut him some slack. Reach out to him, talk it through. Show him that you trust him.
Is that going to be a two-way street? I tried to do the right thing. If this is the way Dad's going to react, maybe I was right to leave him out of it.
Mason, he overreacts because he loves you. Just give him the chance to prove it, that's all I'm asking.
Every time something goes wrong, Dad is the first in line to tell me what a screw-up I am. I'm sick of it.
That was one of my favourite tracks. I hope you guys liked it.
Now here's another one that needs no introduction. I can't believe you looped our voices. You're a genius.
Oh, seriously, what's going on? Where are Sandy and Phil?
Sandy wasn't feeling very well, so she asked us to take the shift.
Yeah, she said she had a really bad headache.
Well, they can't just swap. And you haven't read the bulletin I emailed through. The one marked urgent. You were supposed to read it out immediately.
Sorry.
Yeah, we must have missed it.
The radio station isn't a joke. It's part of your media unit. If you're not going to take it seriously, we'll have to get your parents in to talk about it.
No, please, please. We're not allowed to see each other for a couple of weeks.
What?
We're both grounded. We were just trying to think of a way to spend some more time
No, I'm
together.
not interested. I'll contact Sandy and Phil and get them in. In the meantime, you two get back to school. And I'm sorry, but your parents will need to know.
Oh, kill me now.
Yeah, we can probably say goodbye to the first 2 weeks of term now, too. I hope you didn't dress up for us.
I'm so tired. I had trouble sleeping, so I'm trying to trick my body as to what time it is, and yeah, forget it. Shouldn't you guys be at school?
Oh, we just finished a shift at the radio station.
Yeah, we're just finishing up the last part of the treasure hunt.
Is something wrong?
Well, this morning, Cal and Bailey were quizzing me about Jack Lassiter. You know, Sheila told them how he'd collapsed and that I helped him, and then they wanted to know where he was right before he went down.
And you told them?
But yeah, he was down by the history wall.
Found anything?
What, since 15 seconds ago? The eternal cold tree. A tree that's always cold. As in not alive.
Great. So if that is where the money's hidden, my dodgy brother and his even dodgier friend will be cheating their way right to it.
There might still be some time to stop them. Susan marched them straight off to school this morning.
So if they were going to look for it, they'd have to wait until lunchtime.
Which is, now, right?
Green like a tree. Eternally cold.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, sure it was. Yep, okay.
So, Bailey, what are you going to do with your half?
Shh, wait, I think I got something.
We did it!
You cheated!
How did you know to dig here?
The riddle.
Yeah, don't even bother. We already spoke to Georgia.
Your possession is 9/10 of the law.
Life lessons said honest and true. And there's no greater lesson than history, is there? I just figured it out. And it looks like you beat me to it. Well done, lads. I suppose I'm pleased with being second best. Not bad from an old bird, eh?
Are you serious? You can steal cash from a sweet old lady like that. Why don't you just go push her over and steal her teeth as well?
Look, we found it first, okay?
Only because you cheated, taking advantage of George's sleep deprivation. She figured out the riddle all on her own.
Have you spoken to Matt this morning?
No, he was still asleep when I left. But he told me last night about Paul and Mason.
Yeah, it's a messy business, isn't it?
How are things today? I had another argument.
No, but they're not talking. I tried to get through to both of them, but Matt's still very hurt and angry.
Well, he can't stand Paul. I mean, of all the people for Mason to go and get involved with.
Oh, well, Mason's pretty cut up too, you know. He feels his father doesn't respect him.
Dad, how can we be back here again? Every time I think this family is turning a corner, we just... we fall apart again. I mean, what am I doing wrong?
Hey, don't you dare blame yourself. You've held this family together. You're a fighter. You make us all strong. Matt and Mason will sort themselves out. And you'll get us through this. I know you will. Come here.
She wants us to cast out members of our family.
Well, they're not really family members as such, are they?
I'm sorry, are you serious? We're talking about Lenny and Chop here.
Well, yes, I know, but it'd be nice to have a really lovely backyard.
Not at the expense of our pets. You'd be happy to see them go.
I didn't say that.
But you're thinking it. You're willing to sacrifice those loyal creatures.
As lovely as those loyal creatures are, they're not cheap to keep, Karl. Just think how much money we'd save.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
I am absolutely staggered.
Oh, I've got to take that, sorry. Just have a little think about it. We'll talk about it when you've calmed down a bit.
I'm in shock, Susan.
Hello?
It's unbelievable.
Okay, thanks, Susan. Right. Now, according to Susan, not only did you sneak around this morning, but you didn't go back to school either.
We had to go and stop Callum and Bailey from cheating in the treasure hunt. We made them give the money to a nice old lady.
Oh, well, that was good of you. But you still deliberately disobeyed Susan, and you were banned from seeing Josh as punishment for what you'd done. Now, all this dishonesty and this sneaking...
Oh, yeah, I know. You sound like a broken record.
Excuse me?
And what about him? He has been just as dishonest as I was throughout this whole Robbo
This
thing.
is not about him, it is about you.
Oh, that's not fair.
Are you going to say something to this?
What's the point? My opinion means nothing around here. Figure it out yourself.
So what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, we did what we had to do.
Excuse me?
We've got a relationship. You can't stop us from seeing each other. We are your parents. We'll do what we have to, and you will live with it.
I'm so sorry, Susan. I promise this won't happen again.
Well, I hope not. But that's not the only issue. The assignment that Josh handed in this morning wasn't anywhere near up to scratch. Josh's marks have been slipping for some time, and to be honest, so is his attitude.
I'm really trying.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you are. At least, not as hard as you could be.
I'll make it up. It's not a big deal.
Actually, it is. Do you remember our arrangement? If your marks start dropping, no swimming.
And I'm sorry to have to say this, but unless Josh gets some intensive tutoring, there's a very real chance he'll fail the year.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry about today. I'm sorry about speaking to Mum like that. I'm sorry about Robbo and what we did and what I put you through, and I'm sorry for being a complete screw-up.
Hey, don't say that.
Why? It's true, I keep hurting people, especially you.